Have you ever wondered why some people seem to remember everything with pinpoint accuracy, while others struggle to recall the simplest details? This question often boggles our mind, doesn't it? We find ourselves in awe of those who can remember a sea of faces, a library of books, or even the most intricate details of a story told years ago. Memory, that fascinating space in our minds, is like an invisible treasure chest, holding all our experiences, knowledge, and emotions. It's our personal archive, a record of our lives. Yet it's not the same for everyone. Some of us have a memory as vast and deep as an ocean, while others perhaps have one as small and shallow as a puddle. But here's the good news. Memory isn't a fixed trait. It's malleable, like clay, and can be shaped and improved. Now, wouldn't it be wonderful if there was a way to enhance our memory, to make it sharper, clearer, more reliable? Well, guess what? There is. It's called a mind palace. A technique as intriguing as its name. A mind palace? Sounds like something out of a fantasy novel, doesn't it? But it's not. It's a real practical method that can help you remember more effectively. It's based on a technique used by the ancient Greeks, who believed in the power of visualization to improve memory. They would visualize a familiar place and associate it with the things they wanted to remember. This place, this mental construct, became their mind palace, a storehouse for their memories. Imagine being able to remember everything you've ever learned, every person you've ever met, every experience you've ever had, with the same clarity and detail as if you were living it again. Imagine the impact it could have on your personal and professional life, the doors it could open, the opportunities it could create. Could you imagine how different your life would be if you could remember everything as clearly as your favorite movie? Welcome to the world of mind palaces. So, what exactly is this mind palace? A mystical place or a scientific marvel? Well, the concept of a mind palace isn't as esoteric as it sounds. It's not a hidden realm in the depths of your mind, nor is it a cryptic code to unlock psychic abilities. No, it's a lot more grounded than that, and dare I say a bit more practical too. Imagine this. You're weaving through a bustling marketplace, the smell of fresh fruits and spices filling your nostrils. You see a vibrant tapestry on a stall, and you remember it vividly because it reminds you of the one your grandmother used to have. Now, this is a simple example of how our minds naturally link memories to locations and sensory experiences. The concept of a mind palace, also known as the method of loci, is essentially an extension of this natural tendency. It's a memory-enhancing strategy that dates back to ancient Greece, where orators would visualize a familiar place like a palace or a city and associate different parts of their speeches with specific locations within that place. This way they could recall large amounts of information simply by mentally walking through their familiar place. So it's not about conjuring up a mystical land in your mind, but rather about harnessing the power of your brain's spatial and visual memory. It's like turning your mind into a meticulously organized library where each book has its designated spot. But don't worry, you don't need to have a palace at hand or an eidetic memory to use this technique. Any place you're familiar with, like your childhood home or your daily walking route, can become your mind palace. The key is to use a location that's vivid in your memory and then associate new information with specific parts of that location. In essence, a mind palace transforms the abstract into the tangible, making our elusive memories more concrete and easier to grasp. So, who's ready to construct their own mind palace? Let's delve deeper into the blueprint of this fascinating mental construct in the next scene. Now that we know what a mind palace is, how do we go about creating one? Well, Sherlock Holmes didn't just wake up one day with a mind palace, and neither will you. It's a process that involves a fair bit of mental elbow grease. So let's roll up our sleeves and delve into how you can construct your very own mind palace. First things first. The foundation of a mind palace is a location familiar to you. It could be your childhood home, your school, or even your favorite bookstore. This place will serve as the blueprint for your mind palace. It's important to choose a location that you know like the back of your hand, every nook and cranny, every door and window. Next, we step into the realm of visualization. Close your eyes and picture your chosen location. Walk through it in your mind's eye. Can you see the furniture, the colors, the textures? Can you smell the familiar scents? This is your mind palace taking shape. Now let's bring in the objects, or loci. These are the items within your mind palace that will hold your memories. They could be a beloved teddy bear, a favorite book, or a cherished photograph. Assign each memory to an object. The more vivid and emotive the association, the stronger the memory will be. The final step is to take a stroll through your mind palace. Start at the entrance and move from room to room, observing each object and the memory it holds. This is how you'll recall those memories when you need them. But remember, this isn't a one-size-fits-all process. Your mind palace should reflect who you are. If you're a passionate musician, fill your palace with musical instruments. If you're a gardener at heart, let your palace bloom with beautiful flowers. Remember, the mind palace is as unique as you are. There's no right or wrong way to build it, as long as it works for you. So go on, take that first step, and unlock the limitless potential of your mind. Creating a mind palace is only the beginning. The real journey lies in using it effectively. Now that you've built an architectural marvel in your mind, let's learn how to navigate this labyrinth of thoughts. The key to mastering the mind palace technique is practice. Just like learning to ride a bicycle, it might feel a bit wobbly at first, but with time, it will become second nature. Begin with walking through your palace daily. Traverse through the rooms, corridors, and secret passageways. Pay attention to every detail, every piece of furniture, every painting on the wall. The more familiar you are with your palace, the easier it will be to store and retrieve information. Now, let's talk about effective memory retrieval. Here's a little trick. Always attach a vivid, even ludicrous image to the information you're trying to remember. The more absurd, the better. Our brains have a knack for remembering the weird and wonderful. So if you're trying to remember the name of a new colleague, imagine them juggling flaming pineapples in your mind palace's grand hall. Trust me, you won't forget it. Another tip is to use the method of loci, or the journey method. Arrange the information along a path in your mind palace. Start at the entrance, and as you walk through, attach pieces of information to specific landmarks. This way, retrieving the information becomes as easy as taking a stroll through your palace. Remember, the mind palace is not a one-size-fits-all solution. You need to customize it to suit your needs. If you're a visual learner, create vibrant, detailed images. If you're an auditory learner, attach sounds or songs to your information. Above all, be patient with yourself. The mind is a complex entity. It takes time to train it, to mold it, but once you do, the rewards are immense. With a mind palace, your memory becomes an ally, not an obstacle. So go ahead, start building your palace and unlock the true potential of your mind.